This is WizardShack. It's a podcast of sorts. So they say.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us!
Come on, give me that booze, you little pumpkin pie hair-cutted freak. Come on.
Bullshit artist. 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 You, sir, are a horseshit artist. I call bullshit on that. Bullshit artist. Bullshit artist.
I'm just happy everyone got to see me. What the
Investigate 311.
Hey, what's up? We're live. It went through all the clips. All the ones we can show still.
I like that because just in case we can't or like we don't get to any of the clips, at least have like a feel for all of them.
I can't show that. I think you should leave clips at all now. It sucks.
Yeah, that really was one of my favorites, especially when you had the Men in Black one with the alien with the baby dick and all that.
Yeah, it's terrible. I want to show that.
Why is that again?
I think just Netflix has like a handle on it or something. I mean, we could for a long time. Now it's like you can't. You know.
What would happen? We stream and then the next day YouTube takes it down and then you have to fight to get it back up.
Yeah. And let me just go through some Twitter nonsense here.
That's how all of our original intro music got replaced because we kept trying different, what were supposed to be free usage tracks and all that, and then they kept fucking flagging everything.
Yeah, it sucks.
Because the first one I liked a lot. It was like this kind of very soothing, low. I forget what they call it. It's like low end hip hop, or it's like borderline ambient music.
Oh yeah, the lo-fi, which was actually legally. That was like a non-copyright song that somehow YouTube flags now, but it was non-copyright. I like this little meme. It's original trilogy.
Like Clam's Casino became an entire like subgenre all to itself of all that shit. You know?
Yeah.
Like that, just that one singular sound onto itself became like a ongoing, never-ending playlist.
Oh yeah, exactly. I like this little meme here. You have the original trilogy, which is good and then hot, and then prequels, which is like some shit, and then you got like baby legs at the bottom for the Star Wars prequel.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
I don't know why people think the prequel trilogy is all right though. I'm still baffled by that.
Yeah, I actually have. I thought of a sequence a couple of days ago where Sydney Sweeney and Alexander Daddario merged into this freakish combination, sort of like when in The Fly you get that reveal of the dog in the pit.
Yeah. Where it's all like combined kind of thing. Yeah, I get you. I know what you're talking about. I like this meme. I run better than the government. She's not wrong.
Yeah, it's an easy one. I mean,
yeah, especially when your legs are strapped.
There's a lot of. I've been seeing like my whole timeline, and I don't follow like any political stuff. It's all just like Biden's retarded. Biden is senile. Biden can't function. Biden can't talk. Over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's funny how
I don't
Trump
follow
like
anything other than sports channels. So
I don't think Trump has to even like be a dick.
That bad, or the people that I follow have some kind of agenda that I don't know.
He's doing that bad. He's doing that bad. It's like Trump doesn't even have to be an asshole. He just has to kind of be there. It's like he's not even Trump's not even being like the typical asshole. He's just like, yeah, I'm obviously better than this guy. He doesn't even have to do anything. It's just be there.
I'm seeing like more than I ever did all these Kamala Harris memes and stuff. To where
yesterday Biden called Zelensky Putin, and then he also called Kamala Harris Vice President Trump yesterday.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's the.
I gotta say, like, there needs to be a fucking age limit on certain positions in government, man. Like,
Oh, I mean, even Trump's too old too.
If
I
you're
think
like-
they're both too old. They're
if you're
both
like
too old.
90 to 100 years old, your brain is fucking
Well,
mush.
he's 80. He's 82.
I mean, not that they, honestly, like, not that they fucking do anything other than take abuse for either side, but it just looks bad, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah, but I mean, he's 82, but still, that's. It depends on like certain 82-year-olds aren't good. Certain ones are. You know, that's a crapshoot when you get to that age. You know, like
Even
I mean,
then,
Trump's
it's-
78.
Like,
Like, he's
why,
old,
why
too.
are you even risking, you know, how, like, in government, it really, does it take 60 to 70 years to figure out what the fuck's going on?
No, it does not. It does not. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Oh, Shelley Duvall died, by the way. I think, a few days ago.
I really only remember her from The Shining. I know she's done a bunch of other shit. I just don't.
Popeye movie, Olive Oil.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Born Red Letter Media, as they put it, they were talking about it. She's born to play Olive Oil. I think that's about right.
Yeah, that movie creeped me out. I didn't.
It's not
I'm
good.
not saying I didn't like it. It just
No, the
made
movie
me feel
sucks,
bad.
dude. The movie sucks. I remember no, it's not good. I remember trying to
Who did
watch
that? Who directed that?
it's like someone really good. It's like a really good director. I want to say it's like something Altman. John, is it something Altman?
Robert Altman.
Yeah, he's like a renowned director that did that piece of shit.
Well, he did MASH, the TV show. He did
Right.
Nashville, which is a very well-respected
like
regarded
70s movie.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, he's like
there's also a lot of people that think he's a hack and did a lot of shit too.
I guess. I mean, he's always like a well-respected, like Hollywood director. That's the best way to put it.
There's this Western he made with Warren Beatty that is really well known for the initial screenings having absolutely horrendous audio because he didn't pay enough attention in the editing process to have it sync up, and then it got completely panned.
Oh God!
But then eventually, once it was set to wide release and it was fixed, everyone loved the movie.
Sure.
And Pauline Kael, you probably heard like Quentin Tarantino mention her a lot, said that it was like a really good movie and that it was just either like rush release or they just fucked it all up. That
Should've
kind
fucked it
of
up.
destroyed the entire integrity of the film going forward, despite how good it really was
That could happen.
when he got it done correct.
So, the Gladiator trailer, by the way, I don't know if you noticed this, but apparently everyone's been like fucking shitting all over this trailer. We're gonna watch it. You've not watched it yet.
Really?
right?
I thought people liked it.
No, everyone's been shitting all over it. I haven't like looked into what people are saying, but I know like it's being like review bombed, as people say, which means just that people hate
whether
it.
I want it or not, I'm gonna secretly want it to fail just because how much I love the original and was hoping it was in the back of your mind there's like few things where you don't really care if they remake it and fuck with it, but certain things are like just please leave it the fuck alone.
I think people don't like that Denzel Washington is like a fucking Caesar, which is fucking retarded. It's retarded. That's retarded. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even know if there were black people in fucking Rome at this point. Like, I know there was black people in the Gladiator. I don't think there
there's a lot
were.
of people that argued Cleopatra was black. Paul Mooney,
No, Cleopatra was Greek. She's
like
very,
I
very
don't know,
white.
half of
Very,
like,
very
Paul
white.
Mooney's stuff is about how Cleopatra was black.
No, Cleopatra was white. She's Greek. She's Macedonian. I mean, maybe a little bit more like Turkish looking. You know, maybe more like that.
I don't really give a shit as long as the writing of the movie's good and the acting's good. I don't really care if it's historically accurate.
Super Greek descent, so no, most likely white. And even like the Egyptians were not black, like at all. I mean, it's just not a thing. They like to say it is. It's not true. Like Sorry, that's not true. We have historical references to these people. That's we have what they looked like, like on record. Yeah. There was no black Caesars ever. So I guess that's what people don't like probably with this, but let's see this trailer. Gladiator 2. Let's check it out. I've been waiting to watch this since like Tuesday or some shit. There we go.
Yeah, I've had it saved, but just put it off,
Same here. I was like, I want to have like a live reaction.
Still, there's so much content around it that it's hard to not be exposed with
right. That's why I did hear people say they hated
a post, and before you've even unseen it, you've already taken in too much,
Yeah. Oh, I know what I mean. Let's check it out. Here we go.
I remember that day. I never forgot it. That a slave could take revenge against an emperor.
Where were you born?
I don't know. I never knew a mother nor a father.
That's not even what he looked like.
You will be my instrument.
Oh, he's the little kid?
Why don't they just reuse the same footage of the little kid?
Wait.
What the fuck?
He's the little kid from the first movie?
Bro, why did they use the footage of Russell Crowe but not the little kid again? Is that contractual? I think they didn't want to pay that. I think they didn't want to pay him.
He's the little emperor kid, right?
Yeah, but why did they sub him out for some rando? He's already in the movie playing that part, and they didn't show it.
Strange.
Wow.
Strange.
Did you hear that crowd?
Fuck?
The greatest temple Rome ever built. The Colosseum. Because this is what they believe.
Right there. There is evidence that they used to flood it out with water and do these
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, there's water corrosion inside the Colosseum that they know they did that.
Power.
General Acacius,
there are victories yet still to come.
Rome has so many subjects. She must feed them.
They can eat war.
The arena turns slaves into gladiators, the gladiators into free men.
You have something in you. I knew it from the start.
Did you now?
Rage. That rage is your gift.
This is about survival! Survive! Hold together, and when it charges, break for the wall.
Whose head could I give you that would satisfy?
Shit, I want to see that.
Fury.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like that part.
I like how ridiculous.
The general will do.
I like the naval battle shit that they had inside the Coliseum, and I like the fucking.
I feel like he just said fuck it. I'm not even trying to be a historical movie. I just want to make some sci-fi channel psycho shit.
No, that's what they would do. They would take animals and have them kill them.
Yeah, they did. They had lions, tigers. Whatever.
Yeah, usually lions. I've never seen a rhino, but
not this ridiculous extent.
But it's
almost
possible.
Cartoonish.
Actually, I don't think it's that possible. I don't know if the Romans could have trapped a rhino back then. Maybe.
I gotta say, I didn't like that Hayden Christian Star Wars ship, but that one part where
in the Colosseum was not bad.
He fights the three monsters and shit was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, there's those movies aren't as
this tiger thing, and then almost like a giant what the fuck is it?
It's like a rhino thing.
Yeah, it is kind of like a rhino again. Yeah. But then also there's a praying mantis type thing, which is fucking really awesome.
Yeah, I mean those movies had their moments. It's just the story sucks. That's the issue. They have their moments, just the story sucks. The overall story is bad. No. But yeah, let's finish this. This is it's okay.
Do.
Rome must fall.
I don't like the Denzel Washington.
As much as it looks kind of weird, I'm definitely gonna want to watch it. Like I need to see this.
I have Pedro Pascal fatigue, says Mexplex. I think everybody has Pedro Pascal. What's up, man? I think everybody has Pedro Pascal fatigue. He's in everything. He's in everything. Him and
he's
Awkwafina.
in that zombie movie. No, it's a TV show adaptation with the big chin bitch from Game of Thrones. And then what else?
The Last of Us. I mean, he's in a lot of movies these days. He is in too much stuff. But I think he's
name it. Like I don't even know.
Just look at his IMDb. It's like he's just in too many things. But I get it. He's not particularly good.
My only memory of him is him wearing that weird red Nazi gay pant shit from that Met Gala stuff. I don't know a lot about him.
I think he really fits into Hollywood, the structure of we want to have like ethnicity, and he looks very multiracial. Like you can't. He kind of looks white.
Get that ambiguity, like that weird line of ambiguity where if he's black, he can play black. If he's Egyptian, he can play Egyptian. If
he kind of looks Spanish, but he kind of looks white.
Yeah, like
like he basically looks white, but not
like Vin
white.
Diesel. Vin Diesel is almost like ground zero to that kind of thing.
Yeah, but then you got fucking a Black Caesar, which is insane.
I need to only give it a push.
We'll make it out alive. All right. Tears on the mausoleum floor. Blood stains the Coliseum door.
Wait, Disney's part of the trailer music or the movie?
Fucking trailer.
What is the trailer?
Is it going to be like in Django where Rick Ross has
I was owned. Now I will control an empire.
I will not waste another generation of young men for their vanity.
Strength to mother! This our own treatment, heroes!
Tears on the mausoleum floor. Blood stains the Coliseum doors.
The gods of
All right. Okay.
Now I get why that Miami Vice reboot with Michael Mann is so popular again, because the whole club sequence where it's Linkin Park and Jay-Z playing.
Yeah.
With Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx.
It's embarrassing.
Did you ever see that movie?
Which one?
The Miami Vice reboot.
No.
Really? You
Missed
never
that one.
just accidentally came across it?
No. I don't watch like TV really. Like, I only watch
I don't
like
watch
my
TV
own.
either.
That
Well,
sounds
back
like a
then I
TV
probably
movie.
did.
It sounds like a TV. Like you got like it's on HBO or something like or Max.
Yeah, I'm just a pleb with cable.
Yeah, some cable, some boomer cable shit right there.
I'm a troglodyte with a
Yeah.
basic cable plan.
But I don't know,
And they
man.
still rope you into that whole discount with having a landline you never use.
Yeah, oh yeah. They're trying to get you to pay it. You can get a landline for free.
Yeah,
That
you know
they
what?
won't use ever.
I need to write that into what I'm doing, where having cable companies forced into a landline, like it's some cable that you shove in some crevice of your body.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised that everyone's like talking so much shit on that trailer. It looked like a basic trailer. I don't know.
It looked fucking. I wouldn't hate on it, but it looks fun. It looks psychotic and weird. And
I mean, I'm gonna assume all the fucking action parts where there's a gladiator sequence, I'm sure they're good. And if they focus on that, then that's a good thing. I like the guy Joseph
the first
Quinn.
movie is so devastating all the time. Just the dramatic parts are like so awful.
Okay,
this
all right.
feels almost like kind of just more like a straight up action movie, and then don't take it as serious.
I'm wrong. I thought that Denzel Washington is the Emperor. He is not the Emperor. He's just some high up fuck. The Emperor is Joe Kern, Joe something. Is it Joe Kern? Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. And I kind of like his little, like,
I don't know what his part's gonna be, but he's got that pasty.
I like the look.
I want to murder everyone kind of vibe going.
The look they're trying to do is accurate.
But he's got to have some sibling to fuck. You know, the whole subplot of that was Joaquin Phoenix trying to have sex with Connie Nielsen.
But the look is definitely accurate, especially like
and
the makeup.
This ties into Game of Thrones or whatever, House of the Dragon. It's like these Meister motherfuckers cooking up strange ass concoctions and shit.
Yeah.
That can kind of fuck with you. Because didn't Connie Nielsen give him stuff to sort of like drug him and subdue him?
I think she gave him something when. Well, no. Joaquin Phoenix gave him something to like dull him.
But I thought she gave him something too.
I don't think so. He like Joaquin Phoenix basically like gives him a drug. It's actually basically like remember in Dune where that one alien planet has all their like fighters drugged. It's the same thing as like Gladiator. They drugged, the competition to make sure they win. That's what they did to Maximus. Yeah, that movie was good, man. That movie was great. So good, so good. Yeah, love that one. And again, a lot of the good things about a lot of that movie also is a ripoff of Spartacus. Gladiator is a ripoff of Spartacus. I'll say it. And if you don't know it, that's the truth. You can like go watch Spartacus. It's from the 50s. It is the same fucking movie as Gladiator, basically. I mean, Gladiator is a more modern take.
Yeah, but that's the nature of a remake.
It's not a remake though. It's a little different, but
it's an homage.
It's definitely it's definitely an homage to Spartacus, the Gladiator. Who is it? Isn't that Kubrick or is that? Am I wrong? Yeah, it is. It's Kubrick. Yeah, Kirk Douglas, Kubrick, Laurence Olivier. Yeah, it's homage right there. It is good. That movie is good, but it is very 1960. It's from 1960, so it's of that time. But yeah, it follows the same beats of Gladiator, especially like kind of fights his way up and then does that. I mean, it gets different, but there's a lot of similar things going on with Gladiator and Spartacus. I did like Gladiator though. I mean, this could be a movie though. This could be something going on here. I've heard like all the actors say you can't trust them. They like to upsell everything. They all said this was such a great experience working on this movie.
I mean, when you're doing media rounds to sell the movie, if you're talking about how bad it is,
yeah, you're not gonna say it's bad.
You're never gonna work again.
Yeah, you're not gonna say it's bad.
That might be honest in your opinion, but you need to just shut the fuck up and sell this.
Usually they only start to say it's bad once everyone knows it's bad. Like that Madam Web movie, that one main girl started to like shit on it. And then like I think that pissed off everyone.
Yeah,
Don Johnson's daughter.
Watch what she gets the next.
I think she's done. I think that actually that might have killed her career by like talking shit. You're not allowed to talk shit.
And that whole lame ass fucking not Grey's Anatomy. What the fuck was that shit where they like do like?
Oh yeah, I think no one liked that. I know you're talking about some kind of BDSM shit or something.
It's not even that. It's just like they've made so many movies where it's like burn out and the franchise is over.
Yeah, something like that. Fuck. Yeah, Gladiator. It's okay. I want to see the comments. Let me see these bad comments in the YouTube trailer. I'm sure there's some bad comments. Oh, all right. These are accurate. Hold on, let me show you this. The comments to that trailer there. Some of these I totally agree with. I think we actually just talked about it. Awful music choice. 2, you showed too much. 3, awful music choice there. Yes.
I remember what it was.
Gladiator has no sequel. Gladiator needs no sequel. That is true too. That is very true. Yeah, I remember my grandmother telling me, I don't care what they tell you in school, gladiators fought in the Coliseum to rap music.
Oh, did you see any of that shit that came out recently where Ghostface Killer said that he's schizophrenic, and a lot of the shit he did for Cuban Links was when he was having psychotic episodes.
For who?
Ghostface Killer.
For what? No, what did he say? Which episode?
Only for Cuban Links. Him and RZA. I love that fucking album. It's got some of the best RZA production I've ever heard. And he said at certain points he had voices talking to him saying that he wanted to kill people in Wu-Tang, and he would smoke weed just to suppress it, because a lot of times he wanted to outright, like, a lot of that entire group of people were just envious of each other because of how much time they got on.
Oh yeah, how much?
All that.
Exactly. Yeah, because there's so many.
And if you weren't getting it, you almost like wanted certain people to collect to just die, so you would have more presence in all of it. So, basically, he was saying like how his psychological manifestations were saying that he wanted to kill people, and he like fought it off for years and years.
I like this comment. Great music choice. All that's missing is Dom Toretto drifting around the Coliseum in a modified chariot. Who picked the music for this trailer? It needs to be sent to the salt mines of Carthage. Yeah, that's probably about right. I sent this trailer to my dad to get his thoughts on it since he loved the original movie. He texted me back, "Why?" That's about right. I mean, it is true. This movie did not need a sequel at all. We all know that. Everyone knows that. That's
you know what bothers me is like, how is Ridley Scott so devoid of coming up with some original shit that he needs to go back and
I think people don't realize how hard it is to get a movie made in Hollywood these days. You have to have like a set audience, and I'm sure he pitched like 10 ideas at original, and they're like, "Fucking no." And then he pitched like, "All right, fine, I'm just gonna fucking pitch."
No, it's funny saying that
because like, "Oh fuck yeah, go greenlight that shit."
I've watched a lot of the Dick Cavett Show, which is a talk show from the 70s, and a lot of the directors from the time say it doesn't matter how profitable you've been the last few movies, if 2 out of 3 next fail, you're almost going to get blackballed.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what leads to lazy, easy regurgitations of safe, profitable movies. Because if you fuck up on 1 or 2 things, or you're like passion project is a big fucking waste of time,
like, are you asking
you're never going to work again. Like, they don't. No one's going to put that kind of money against your name. And
even anymore. Look up even people who have a great track record. Spielberg and Tarantino. Well, not Tarantino more. Spielberg and Scorsese. They're talking about like they have a hard time getting films greenlit. Like some of those, like that last Scorsese movie was in the works for like 10 years because no one wanted to actually fund it. But it was Scorsese.
What, The Killers of the Flower Moon?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it, but
I have not seen that yet. And
right,
honestly,
but would you think?
I don't even wanna. I don't.
But here's
really
the thing: wouldn't you think anything he brings up to the studios, they would say yes? That's what I would think. I would think like they'd be like, all right, sure, it's Scorsese, do what he wants.
I gotta say, like, after seeing that fucking Quentin Tarantino movie that takes place in the log cabin for 5 hours, I like question what the fuck they're doing in the first place. Sometimes, that shit was so bad.
Denzel will be like, I ain't doing no accent. All right, that's true. Yeah, I guess.
But what's funny about that is this reminds me of how Joaquin Phoenix was not even bothering to do anything for Napoleon. Like he didn't give a shit about trying to invest time into learning how he might have talked.
No, not at all.
Not at all. He said, fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, did Ridley Scott do that one movie where it's, fuck, was it Gods of Egypt or something where there's all just white people? Like, did he do that one?
I've seen it, but I didn't think that he was responsible for it. I thought maybe he was a producer.
He's responsible for some bad shit.
They do that thing where they say like Quentin Tarantino or however.
No one does. Only kind of Tarantino did that.
It tricks you into thinking that that person directed it when they didn't.
Yeah.
Like presented by, you know.
Yeah. I only know Tarantino that's done that though. I'll say that's the only person I know that did that.
No, other people have done that.
Oh, it was called Exodus: Gods and Kings. Exodus: Gods and Kings.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah, it was all white people playing Egyptians.
With the guy from Game of Thrones, the original, not the original, the Jamie Lannister fucking guy.
No, that's different. No, this one's with Christian Bale and Joel Egerton and Ben Kingsley.
Oh, I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of Gods of Egypt. This is different. Yeah, this is different.
Yeah. Oh my god,
it's equally as bad though. Equally as bad. See, that's the thing. Is like everyone's like, "Oh, it's Gladiator," but remember Exodus: Gods and Kings. You can watch that.
Really? Fuck. I remember. Now that you bring that movie up, Ridley Scott had a quote during trying to get it financed, and he said, "Oh, Muhammad so and so is not going to sell this the movie. I need
that's
names." It's funny that like. How long ago did that come out? And that quote like still stuck with me for that long. Like I'll never forget that.
That's exactly what he said. He was like, "Yeah, Muhammad so and so can't be in this."
That's something that has nothing to do with me. I don't even really care about it, but just the way like he belittled all of it, you know, just kind of. I mean, I'm not invested in it, but it just pissed me off. You know, it's like it's just. At a certain time, you must get to be such an obnoxious douche where you in your head, think you can do whatever you want and you'll never get checked. Nobody's coming after you. You're infallible.
I think so, man. I think he's there. Yeah. I mean, he's hanging out with P. Diddy. You know, he's like the neighbor. I'm sure he's been to some P. Diddy parties.
Yeah, it's weird. When I got my LG TV, they have this. Like on the home setting, just like a montage of random relevant things coming out, and Puff Daddy's got some big like exposure docudrama thing come out
on him.
You know what's funny is like we've been covering that shit for almost a year now. Like,
yep. No, but also the craziest part.
We need like some spots on that shit for sound.
The craziest part about this was the craziest part that like is like the underline of this is that do you remember Cat Williams said 2024 this is all going to happen, and he was right. He said that in 2023.
Why he gets blackballed because people. It's a hard truth to accept, you know.
Like he did say this was going to happen, and it is happening. That's also I'm surprised. Like, I don't know. Maybe that interview that he did will actually like kind of prove to be real later. I don't know. A lot of people are saying this reminds them of mock trailers from Tropic Thunder. I did not think that was. I don't think this trailer was that bad. I think that song was not appropriate, but
I'll be back.
About it.
I gotta get some water.
That's about it. Yeah, everyone's saying this looks like a parody of that movie. I don't know. There's some parts that looked all right. Like, come on. I want to see a fucking naval battle in the fucking. I would love to see a naval battle in the fucking Coliseum.
The Coliseum. Because this is what they believe in.
That's a legit thing, too. Where they apparently, like, there's historical records of it. This is also a crazy thing. This is also something that's a weird part about history is people in Rome forgot what the Colosseum was supposed to be, which is fucking strange. Like 100 years later, they're like, "Oh, we don't know what the fuck that shit is. Like, we don't know what it was for. they're like, oh, maybe it's a temple. You know, they started like mining the. I think there was marble there. They started taking the marble from it. That's fucking strange. We didn't really exactly know what it was meant for until like the early 1800s, that were like, oh, this is the Colosseum from these records. This is like where they held the games and like little gladiatorial stuff. They like forgot what the fuck it was. They had like amnesia, which is strange. Kind of question how long. I don't know. I think history, our timeline's a little fucked, but this was cool.
General Acacius, there are victories yet still to come.
Rome has so many subjects. She must feed them.
They can eat war.
A female soldier in Egypt. Okay, sure. Sure. Okay, sure.
The arena turns slaves into gladiators, the gladiators into free men.
You have something in you. I knew it from the start.
Did you now?
Rage. That rage is your gift.
Oh, when we saw the fucking female soldier dead. Oh my god. Yeah, they are giving away too much stuff here.
This is about survival.
This one looks fucking cool.
Survive. Hold together, and when it charges, break for the wall.
Whose head could I give you that would satisfy this fury?
The entire Roman armies.
Too much.
The general will do.
Human beings in a mind.
Rome must fall.
What's a mind to a king?
I need to only give it a push.
We make it out alive. Alright. Tears on the mausoleum floor. Blood stains the Colosseum doors.
This ring belonged to Maximus. Now I give it to you. What is the dream of Rome?
Blood stains.
Her people are not free.
What's a mind to a king? Get the hell up out your seats.
I was owned. Now I will control an empire.
I will not waste another generation of young men for their vanity.
Strength among us. This how Rome treats its heroes.
Tears on the mausoleum floor. Blood stains the Colosseum doors.
Yeah, that rap. Yeah, no. Yeah, that song sucks. The movie does not look as bad as everyone's talking about, but that song sucks. Song sucks. I agree with everyone there. All right, what do I got? What do I got? All right. House of Dragon, Season 2, Episode 4. I like this episode a lot. This was fucking great. This was definitely the best episode of the season. And even I looked back at like this IMDb. You can look right here. It's the top rated one here. Top rated by far. It's 9.6. This is actually one of the best episodes they've done. I think this episode actually had action to it. And I don't know. We got to see fucking dragons fighting. Come on. No, I mean spoilers, but fuck. I mean, we wait a week. You should have saw the shit by now. You should have seen this thing by now. If you haven't seen it, you should have seen it. Here's the promo. I'll show you the promo for this episode because it was great. This was it started a little slow, and there's still some open-ended questions, which I like. But here you go.
War's coming, which will burn everything.
The realm will remember this war. It will remember the Targaryen's vengeance. I have to kill Vagar. I need your help, Rhaenys.
This war will only bring destruction, and no one will escape from it.
We have given the war to the dragons.
I'm as fearsome as any of them.
I am ready. It's time to claim our throne.
God's fire and blood will rain.
Beware how you speak to your king.
We will have our vengeance.
Oh shit! Yeah, this was good, man.
Yeah, I have a lot of notes, but
What's your notes? Tell me.
I have them in chronological order.
Go with chronological order. I mean this it started with what? What was the first thing that's in your notes? Because I'm trying to go through it.
So I'm just kind of trying to get a general grasp of all between the two houses. How much land do they own? How many dragons do they have? And what are the ages of who has what?
Well, some of the dragons are really old. You know that, right?
Yeah, but it seemed like her old dragon was smaller compared to the younger version. Or not version.
No.
Younger.
No. That the big dragon is a different king. The big dragon that Aemon is on is an old king's dragon that like the dragon. Yes, that's like a really old. That's like
fuck.
That's
How
I
do you
think
get that?
before Viserys.
How do you get that?
Viserys didn't want the dragon. Viserys didn't want the dragon, so he didn't have it. It was his father's dragon. So that dragon's like old. That dragon's like 200 years old. Yeah, it just that dragon bonded with him. It's like when a dragon bonds with you, you like get connected and a dragon bond with him. So that's kind of how he got it.
Hold on, I want to save my stuff for that because I got a lot just on how they interact with the dragons. But
yeah, they're like dogs. They remind you of dogs, right?
Okay, so just the general geography of all the kingdoms, the 7, right? 7.
Right. No, the 7 is the gods. That's the gods.
No, I thought there were 7 kingdoms.
No. There's more than 7 kingdoms.
Oh, so she just says 7 kingdoms for the Song of Fire and Ice. Is not really 7.
I think it's the seven gods. There's no 7 king. There's more than 7 kingdoms in Game of Thrones.
Before she sang the Song of Fire and Ice, she mentioned 7 kingdoms.
No, there's 9 regions. There's the North. There's the Iron Islands. There's the Riverlands. There's the Vale.
Can we look at like a?
There's the Storm.
I'm sure somebody's done it.
It's
like a map of the layout, like Middle Earth.
Yeah, there's a map.
Can we look at Middle Earth?
Yeah, there's more than that though. There's more than 7. There's 9.
Well, I bet there's a ton of shit beyond the wall that nobody wants to even fucking know about. Because it's like zombie world.
Yeah. Well, there's also other places too. There's other.
I wonder if like there's, I know there's the wildlings. Like, is there anything beyond that that's more civilized that can still live within all the zombie people?
No, but there's other places. There's Essos where we have the the horse people, and then there's other islands. And there's other shit. There's like other crap. There's a lot of other like lands.
I know that's where like I get so confused when during the show they keep naming all these people and places, and like my eyes roll back and I don't know what the fuck's going on at a certain point.
I mean, all right. So there's definitely right here. There's definitely the North, which is Winterfell. Winterfell is like the main kingdom of the North. There's the Iron Islands, which is the Greyjoys. There's the Riverlands, which is the Tullys. There's the Vale of Arryn, which is like that little kid sucking on the mom's boob. There's the Westerlands. That's another one. There's the Crownlands, that's by King's Landing. There's Stormlands, which is like Dragonstone. No, Dragonstone's off that. I forgot that. There's a lot, man. There's a lot.
Where's the place where they in Game of Thrones, the place where the dragon scale shit originated, where if you have like a certain defect,
that's like in a different
like having the
fucking territory,
like being a leper.
That's a different. That's a different territory. That's a whole other like side of the world. And then there's like
man.
Yes, that's a weird.
It really kind of confuses me with
confusing
the other shit they're talking about because I'm associating it with things that are.
We're just gonna get there. I'll show you where that is. I'll show you where that is. That's like down south in the Smoking Sea. This is all right. So what happened is basically where the Targaryens were from. Where they were from, it like blew up. They were like a lot of people think it was the Maesters. It's not really like they don't really know why it blew up. It's almost like Atlantis. Like their whole continent.
You mean it blew up
like
a bomb, or it blew up in popularity?
No, like it blew up like a bomb. Like
okay. It like was destroyed.
Yeah, it was destroyed. That's why, like, you know, when you and those people that are around there that had that scale are in the Smoking Sea, and that's kind of where Tyrion.
Yeah, and
is
all
for a
that
little
fucking
bit.
Harrenhal shit. I knew some motherfucker was behind
Harrenhal
it.
is sweet. All right, so I like that because I like how ghostly Harrenhal is. It's pretty awesome.
No, hold on.
That's about where you start. That's where you start, right? That's where your shit starts.
What is all this like Dothraki shit gonna mean into this season?
Dothraki will not be in this.
So they're just going on about their business without any care of any of this war.
Yes, the Dothraki are on a different continent. They're not in Westeros.
Oh my god! I wish this was released before that. It'd make more sense.
It would make more sense, but I think a lot of this is like you gotta be into the, you know, like let's say this: if you're into the lore of everything, it makes sense.
Certain things get popular out of order, and then it's like you can either drudge up other things for more side plots, value, and spin-offs and all that shit, you know. But oh man, like some of these episodes, they're naming like, you know, especially when they're talking about what lands they've won or battles they've won.
Well,
in my
right
head,
now
it's like, I'm trying to think, where have they been conquering in context?
Right now, we've only been one place. We've been in the Riverlands. It's basically just been the Riverlands where there is two families that control the Riverlands, and then that kind of there's one family that's sort of in control of like the whole little area, which is the Tullys, which they don't want to fuck with either side. Like the Tullys don't want to like. I'm not going to favor.
Well, that's the
like,
one with the king who's
fish.
pretty much dead, and his son is a little bitch who can't really.
But they're still like the
Not even
rulers of
son.
that
I'm
little
sorry,
realm.
he's not his son. His
Grandson.
heir.
Grandson, I think.
Yeah.
But he's still like that's the rulers of that Riverlands realm. But there's two families within that realm. I think it's been talked about, the Blackwoods and the Brackens, and they're kind of the major armies in that land.
Yeah, wasn't that the last episode?
Yeah, they didn't show the fucking battle. Yeah, I wanted to see that fucking battle. I didn't like that. But yeah, we're in there.
All right, sorry, I went on a tangent, but let's start from the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got on your what's on your bingo card there? What's the first thing?
So I'm just a little curious on how ravens operate. Like, what is their level of effectiveness? Are they just some
Pretty
thing
effective.
that's infallible and they can constantly send messages, or it's like, can they be intercepted? Can people catch them and like manipulate the documents?
No, pretty effective. That's a historical truth. Medieval places used to use ravens. That's real. It's real.
No, I'm not saying that it's not real. I'm saying like, aren't there ways to like
Carry pigeons
talk
to
with
pigeons
them?
too. Not really. They kind of like know where to go. No,
Okay,
not really.
my
You
next
can't really fuck with
question
them.
is, how old is the little king guy? You know,
Little king.
the Olivia Clark's son, who was named heir.
Aegon?
Yeah, how old is he?
He looks like he's like 20. 20?
No, you fucking serious?
Which one are you talking about? You talking about the Targaryen Aegon, the main king?
The little king guy who just died, or
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's dead, but
whatever.
yeah, like 20 something, 20 something.
Really? I thought he was younger
Yes.
than that.
No, I mean maybe like 19, 7, like anywhere from like 17 to like 25 is where I'd put his range. Still like a young person, you know what I mean? Probably like 25. I'm gonna say 25. I would say
Really?
Aemon.
I thought he was
Aemon's
younger than
probably
that.
like
I thought he was like almost way too young to be king and forced into this shit, and that's why he's so bad.
no. I think he's just an idiot. I think it's more he's just an idiot, which kind of comes into play in this episode for sure.
So I was a little kind of surprised, but I guess it makes sense why they didn't show all the footage of the Hand of the King conquering all these little castles and stuff. I guess it's just like filler. It's not worth it. But
yeah, it just kind of like he's
it's more
winning
off screen. You just know it's getting done.
You know that he's like winning the battlefront. You know, he's like his conquests are going well.
During all that, I was thinking like, couldn't Maesters make like bombs or like something?
That comes later. That green fire, that's later.
No. I'm not even saying that. It's like instead of like throwing your whole army into a castle, couldn't Maesters make like a bunch of little things that you could explode all over the place and like in the middle of the night, then just make your siege the next day easier because you've like snuck in and almost like not suicide bomb, but like
hold on. Yeah, they can, but that's 200 years in the future. Like right now, they don't have that secret. Do you know what I mean? Like
weird. So it's almost like a level of technology that has to advance.
Yes, there is like a technology disadvantage in this era compared to Game of Thrones, which makes sense. You would think there'd be more secrets and technology, so that like all adds up. They didn't have that in this era.
All right, so this is a minor thing, but when the Hand of the King guy comes back to the whole camp and wants to go back into battle, he drinks out of some shit. Is that water or is that like liquor?
I didn't see that. What was he? I don't remember that.
You know that part?
Christian Cole?
Yeah.
I didn't remember him drinking.
He like takes a shot almost out of some thing.
And it probably was alcohol. Probably was. I would assume so. I'd hope.
All right, so last episode, this whole meeting where she snuck in to go talk to her girlfriend and all that bullshit.
It was dumb.
It just felt so unnecessary and irrelevant because in the end, her son, King guy, is gonna override whatever the fuck she wants to do. So like, what's the fucking point?
Well, it's also because he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't want to listen to anyone, and he got drunk and was like, "I'm just gonna do my thing."
It's just that whole thing with her sneaking in and talking to her felt so unnecessary and irrelevant.
No, I agree.
It felt like filler and padding.
It was just essentially her to be like, "Yeah, I've realized I can't. The war is gonna happen." But we fucking knew the war was, and we all, as an audience, we knew the war was. Like, we didn't need to see that. We know.
My main question is,
right?
How many dragons do each side have, and what side has what, and how old and how big are they? Because this whole episode just made me question like when these people talk is like what is their actual military force?
There's actually not that many dragons.
Like if this big ass motherfucker can just go in and kill in all their younger dragons, isn't this shit just over with?
I don't know. Because here's the thing.
What do they have to combat his shit?
There's only one dragon right now on, Aemon's side. But it is the biggest dragon. But the other side has a bunch of fucking dragons. Because every one of those, the little, like, the prince, Rhaenyra, they all have dragons. The black girls, there's at least 5 on the one side. I know,
but it's like, how many of them are actually capable of fighting?
Well, that's what you realize how like the fucking big ass one is.
Like think about it,
kind of can kill everything.
A bunch of young, weak dragons with riders who've never fought into combat, and then this one-eyed patch guy just fucking murders all of them.
Because he's got the biggest dragon.
Not even that. It's like he's clearly.
I don't think it's
aggressive
him,
and wanting to kill people.
I don't think it's him.
Really
I think partially it's the dragon too. Remember last year?
I feel like he could kill bigger dragons with a lesser dragon just because how much he wants to fuck people over.
I don't know if it's him. I think it's also this dragon question. Is like this dragon is out of control.
If I'm a dragon rider, I want to have like spears or some shit or like some kind of hooks or some kind of like shit that I can do other than just jostling around the fucking saddle. You know what I mean?
But also, I was
Like,
going to say,
why
this.
are these dragons not built with weaponry where if you're riding it and
They have to be. They're
the
fire.
two of them are like fighting, you can at least pick up like a spear and stab the fucking other dragon in the face
That's a
or
good point.
eye or neck or something, you know? It's
But I
like
was gonna
just
say-
being like some confused asshole trying to make sure it's like not making you fall off or get burned alive. And also, at this point, Meisters can't come up with like clothing to
No,
wear that
not
is
really.
fireproof.
No, you can't. Not with that. No, dragon fire is like the hottest fire. No, so no, definitely not. But
Well,
that
I would think if I am riding dragons and I'm going against people who ride dragons, if I'm going to invest them to trying to advance us in technology, I want to be like dressed in all like flame-proof outfit.
I don't think they have
And
that.
also have like on the side of the dragon things that I can use to fight with. So I'm not just some cuck riding the fucking thing hoping that it doesn't get killed, you know?
Yeah, but also like that, the big dragon I think is out of control. I don't think Aemon can control, because remember last season.
No, that's not true. He was
didn't
hiding in the ground. And
No, I know, but he didn't want to kill last season. He did not, like, you can tell the patch guy did not want to kill the little kid at all. That was like the dragon that like went overboard. You know, like he couldn't control the dragon. Like he just tried. He was just trying to scare that kid. That turned into like him actually killing him.
Okay,
You know what
so
I mean? Like
that leads me to my other question: is like, what is the breakdown of each side, and who are their dragons, and how old are they, and how old is the rider? Because
it doesn't really matter. The rider, yeah, it's whoever the dragon kind of attaches to.
what do you mean? Like, you don't think if you are able to steer and fight the dragon better than somebody against you, you don't have an advantage? You just think the dragons do whatever they want and they don't care about that?
I think to an extent. I think, well, maybe you're right. Maybe if you're like a more experienced dragon rider, they'll like listen to you better. But I don't think that
Well,
big
yeah, don't you
dragon
remember
really
the part
listens to
where
that kid.
she's riding over the whole battle thinking that she killed him, or I don't even. That's what I was confused about. I was like, why
No,
did
I think she knew she was
that
about to
he
be
was
killed.
just, like, done for it?
No,
Why
she
didn't
knew she
just
was about to be
follow
killed.
up and like kill that motherfucker and the dragon, and then ride away? She was riding away like it was over with.
No, she
and
was
then
like looking up. She was
he
waiting
snuck
for it.
up
No,
from the
she was waiting
building
for it to
and
attack.
caught the dragon in the neck, and
She was waiting for it to come from above or below. She like knew it was about to happen. I had that vibe. I was like, she knew it was like something. She was trying to get away if she could, but I think she knew like either the thing's gonna come from above or below or something, and then it did get her. Like, you know, like she kind of knew it was happening.
Seems to me below is better than above because he like snuck behind the building and caught the dragon right along the neck, which is perfect.
But
because
the bigger thing is this, man. How Aemon essentially attacked his brother. You know, on purpose. He like had his dragon like shoot fire at the king's dragon.
nobody cares. Nobody's gonna notice that.
I mean, I guess he knows no one's gonna give a
It was
shit,
a
and that
tactical move.
he is the next in line if that guy is dead. So I think that's where it kind of
Well, we're jumping ahead.
we are jumping ahead, but we were already talking about battles of dragons. So that's like the last sequence, which is a really nice battle and dragons fighting dragons and yeah. Sunfire, I think, gets killed. Sunfire is definitely dead.
Okay, so I forget if we talked about this last time, but
The king is
black
not
girl
dead.
on the
Aegon, by the
dragon,
way, is not dead.
when they roll it out to the woods, why did she act like she couldn't just breathe fire into the fucking trees and kill them?
Well, they said that. The council said, like, why the fuck didn't you light them on fire? They said that. They actually said that.
Yeah,
to
like
her.
what the fuck?
I think we all agree. Like, why not fucking do that?
That's what makes me think is like, even though these younger people have dragons, they're gonna get fucked over in battle by people who have been flying longer than them.
And also, we are seeing that it's like if you got a big ass fucking dragon, it kind of like conquers all. So I don't know. Like I know you're talking about like what side has more dragons. I don't think it matters.
It makes me question like, does the size of the dragon matter, or
Yes,
can
it
you
seems
overcome
like
it based on how well you use it?
No, I think the size of the dragon matters. But also, like, what if this? You know, we've only seen like
No, I was
one-on-one
surprised.
dragons. What
I
if
thought
you have
this
like
old bitch's dragon would be like some giant crusty motherfucker, but it was almost like half
no?
the
It's not always
size
the
of his
case.
shit.
Not the case. No. I mean, I know in Game of Thrones, Daenerys' dragon was said to be like they said it like, oh, your dragon's as big as Rhaegar, which is the one that Aemon's riding. So like, there's like most dragons, I think, don't get that super sized, like this crazy one. That's like the king dragon kind of thing.
You know, this made me realize like I didn't fully grasp how much of a stooge the young king guy was. Like he was.
Oh yeah,
he was
such a fucking piece of shit, like dumbass. Yeah, and also
Yeah,
very stupid. He didn't.
I thought
So
he was
dumb.
gonna be like some funny clown, but I didn't realize that he was gonna get murked just by how useless and stupid he was.
I mean, he thought he was as fearsome as all the Targaryens. I mean, I think as a Targaryen, they have this like, it's like an elite nobleman. They think they're a god. You know, that goes back in history. They really do think they're a god class. They think they're like, you know, I'm a demigod. And I think that's what that kid kind of showed. He's like, they don't care. You know, they think they'll, you know, the gods are on their side, but it doesn't seem to be the case. You know. But yeah, obviously, Sunfire gets fucking ripped apart, and then his own brother lights him on fire, and then he crashes, and it looks like Aemon was about to, I think, like mercy kill the king, but I'm pretty sure Aegon's still alive.
That's where I got confused. Was did he actually die from the fall, or before
No,
he
he's not dead.
got there, he already had stabbed him because he wanted him dead?
We got to a spot where it looked like Aemon was about to kind of like mercy kill the king.
I know that's how the editing looked, but wasn't that maybe just him already doing it, and you're seeing it afterwards?
No, because he was like walking up to it, so no.
I don't know.
So I mean, Aegon, I know is not. I mean, again, with every TV show, if you don't see them actually dead, it means they're not dead. So I'm assuming Aegon is still alive. Maybe he'll be like
they didn't show
retarded
his
or
body
something. Or
to be able to tell what kind of wound it was, because if he
we
was
couldn't tell.
stabbed, you probably
They made it mysterious, you know.
Yeah.
But again, it was a really good battle, and there was actually like fighting and all that shit. So I like that. Kristen Cole's a douchebag.
This episode made me realize, like, you can't just have them doing this shit every single fucking episode because it's gonna get old, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta have some kind of build up to it instead of.
And they did build up to it well.
Like, oh, let's see who fucking dragon fights, you know?
Yeah, they did build up to it well, but I do wonder what you're saying. Like, what happens when there's like 4 dragons on one? You know, like if you have 4 dragons on the one big one, who wins? I don't know. You know, that's what it makes me wonder.
Well, that's one thing is like, if you have one ridiculously strong dragon and all these nubile fucking ones come about, they're almost just like chum. Like he's gonna fucking wreck them all.
But again, in the end, though, we did see the death of Rhaenyra.
Yeah, I like where she realized it was over and just left her hands off the saddle.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy. You forget, like, they're saddled up like they're riding a horse.
Oh, and they're so fucking high up that it's like, you know, if your fucking shit's done, you're done.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if I'm riding a fucking dragon, man,
yeah.
I'm going to have, like, shit on both sides where I can grab, like, a spoke and jam it in the other dragon's face or some shit, you know? Or like, a shield, or, like, say you have...
I mean, you kind of knew, even when she left.
Whip or chain or something, you know? It's like, you don't want to be some fucking lifeless cuck just hoping the thing doesn't fuck you over.
Even when she like said like, "Hey, let me be the person that like goes out," like you kind of knew like, "Oh, okay, you're fucking gonna die." That's kind of look that I saw like.
That.
Oh, I did. I thought like I saw like everyone gave her that look like, "Oh, you're gonna fucking die." Like, I don't know. That's what I thought. Now they're gonna know, like, shit. They got this big ass dragon on the side. You know, it's definitely leaning towards the one side. Now I think we're gonna see the other side. You know, kind of win some battles too. We're kind of mainly
what do they
seeing.
have?
I mean, we don't really
Like,
know.
who's their best dragon?
Maybe it's the queen's. Rhaenyra? Maybe her dragon's the best. We haven't seen her dragon. She wanted to go out there. We haven't. She didn't go out. Rhaenyra is the one that died.
Moping the whole time.
Yeah, she's been moping. That's true. But yeah, overall, I really liked the episode, man. I thought it was good. We got the little flashback.
But it made me have more appreciation for the previous episode, because you can't have every single episode be
you can't
all out fucking balls out fuck fest. You know what I mean?
It's true. You want to kind of make it impactful.
I don't call it filler, but like you gotta have
build
some
up. You need build up.
Yeah, that builds up to a certain point. You can't just
need a crescendo.
have every single week be like the end all be all. It's just people are gonna,
Also, I'm noticing this. I'm a little I mean, I don't think they're giving. I thought last season Matt Smith was like a really big standout. I don't think he's had very good. Like he hasn't had very good scenes. He's not having a lot of material given to him.
This whole shit with him being Harrenhal with the
no, that was cool, but I feel like it's just not like
and then
not super strong though.
Sequences, or is this witch motherfucker manipulating? I have a strong connection to that, because the stuff I've been thinking about and writing on is very similar. It's where, do you know if somebody's awake and experiencing something, or they're under some kind of influence that's making them hallucinate at all? You know,
I do like that, and I do like Harrenhal, the setting.
At a certain point, though, it gets way too like convoluted and confusing to where it's like you almost don't care anymore at all.
I do like the witch. I do like the witch character. I thought that was a cool add in there, especially to like a weird haunted fucking castle.
Yeah,
like, the haunted castle is awesome.
What do you think her motive is?
I don't know if she has one. I can't tell.
I think she's trying to seduce him and fuck him to where they both try and kill the little girl who's now older.
Maybe.
Because that's his main threat to being king. Which, to me, it makes the opposition have an easier time, because they're infighting all the time, while their whole motive is just conquering them without any real.
Here's another question. This guy's dead, right? Remember, like at the end, Christian Cole like is like wobbling around, and he sees like an armor, and he like touches it, and it turns like fucking ash. I'm pretty sure that's this dude. I'm pretty sure that he's the one that got like incinerated. I think
thought it
so.
was just some random fuck.
I thought it would have been him, because that was like his number 2 in this whole, so I thought he went up to his number 2, and the number 2 is like fucking dead. I'm gonna have to look at this armor that's on his like the little runes around his thing, and see if that matches up with the dusty ass.
Isn't that the brother of the girl he's been fucking?
That is the brother of Alicent. Yes, that's a high tower. That is
I
a high
don't
tower.
remember that. I honestly just thought it was some random fuck.
No, I think it's him.
People got incinerated.
I think it's him though. I'm gonna say I'm like semi positive there.
Oh, hold on. We haven't touched
out.
on the whole. So, is she had the maester come in and give her something for an abortion, like an abortion drink, and then she's using stones with towels around them to heat pad her abdomen, and then the crippled guy who looks like the lead singer of Department of
Eagles
comes in, and why is she so willing to let this asshole chill in her room like that?
I think because he knows like secrets and shit.
No, I know, but it's like, I would just say like, bro, like, fuck off. Like, why do I need like a 10-minute monologue of you awkwardly strolling around my fucking bedroom? Well, I guess she's got. Oh no, she's got like a weird allegiance to him.
Good question, right there.
And they didn't show her father at all. He's done, right?
I don't know if he's done. I think he's just kind of
Well, they didn't show him at all. I mean, right? Or
they didn't show. They haven't shown him, but I think he's still like around.
Oh, he's got it. Well, no, I thought he got banished or some shit.
I think so. Yeah, all right. That guy's definitely dead. Yeah, that guy died.
Damn, they really wrote him off like some extra.
Makes sense. Yeah, I think so. I mean, unless I'm wrong, but it looks like his armor looks like the same armor that he's wearing, and then he's dead.
Yeah, but
I think I'm right. I might not be. I mean, we'll see. I mean, if he shows up in the next episode, then I'm wrong. But the armor looks pretty similar.
Oh yeah, so another question I had was, he was talking about it was suicidal to go and fight in the daytime. So do those sieges and attacks happen in the middle of the night?
Usually in medieval times,
when like you would think the people you're attacking are all asleep.
Right, easier, right? Yes, usually throughout like
That's
most
what I was
military
thinking
history.
about the Meister thing. Is like, okay, so if I'm gonna go on a siege, I want to have like a bunch of thief-like stealth motherfuckers with Meister made bombs, put shit all around the place, right? Then before I'm going to go in, they light and explode and demolish all of the defenses, and then I can charge in instead of like all this archery bombarding us the entire time. That whole thing is imploded, and everyone's just trying to figure out what to do at that point.
It's interesting. I'm reading about this. Alexander the Great, he would not attack at night. He would like make the Persians think he was going to attack at night, and then he would attack in like the early morning. So he had them up all night, like being anxious, and then he would fucking attack them. That's smart. Get him like
so
a lot of people, most
stay up all night, so then they have no energy to fight.
Yes,
the next day.
Basically, he would attack them right in the fucking morning at dawn. So basically, I think a lot of that must mean that most ancient battles were kind of fought at night, because it would be like you think you're kind of catching them off guard, but Alexander the Great was a different breed right there.
Yeah, what is a fortnight?
That's 2 weeks, a fortnight. That's an old term for meaning 2 weeks.
So what's a week?
A week.
No, wouldn't it be a night?
No, it's a week.
Well, if a fortnight is 2 weeks, wouldn't a night be one?
I don't know, but I know a fortnight is 2 weeks. It's a period of 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't get why, but it's some old British term. I don't think they used that back. I don't know. I'm not quite sure of the etymology of fortnight. But yeah, man, I like this episode a lot. I was impressed, actually. I was like, all right, this is actually good. I feel like I think this is the only good episode this season, by the way. I think everything else has been kind of like okay.
Because it's like I was saying, it's like you can't have every episode be like a fucking finale, you know?
I mean, I've enjoyed everything, but it hasn't been like super strong though either. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like there was good episodes in the last season. There was no battles. You know,
Well, So what I like about this episode is it makes the context of what came before it more impactful. If you probably went back and watched it, then everything would be more meaningful knowing what happened now.
Well, we're also starting to see like strategy. Like, I mean, the last couple of episodes have kind of talked about strategy of like, you know, the Riverlands, where we gotta go.
When those two, like the motherfucker and the rat catcher broke in, they had already been plotting out all this shit for months at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Which I gotta say, like the Hand of the King guy, he really fucked over the girl he was, I guess, impregnating, because he knowingly knew that her father was going to get destroyed.
Yeah, kind
in the
of.
process.
I don't know if he knowingly knew, though. I think this king is just kind of. I don't know if he knowingly knew. I don't think he really knew.
He didn't want to go into battle. You needed to get him out of there because he was cucking out the king in the entire time.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Christian Cole, big piece of shit. He kind of looks like a Roman. He's got a Roman look to him. Speaking of Gladiator, he's got that Roman look going. Kind of like a Roman. What is it? What do they used to call them? Fuck. Like a Roman Legion emperor, kind of like a Roman Legion military leader. He's got that look. I guess Jaime Lannister kind of like, maybe that's what they give to the Kingsguard. They kind of have that look, like that short hair, kind of Caesar haircut, kind of like works with it. I don't know. What am I talking about?
I don't know. Who are you talking about?
But Aegon. That's the question. Is he gonna be alive? Is he gonna be like a retard after this? Is he gonna be like? Is he gonna be like basically like? Oh, I think he's still alive. No, we didn't see him die. No, he's alive. I know this with TV. You gotta like watch them fucking take their last breath for us to know they're actually.
I know.
He's alive. He's
that's
alive.
what I said earlier. It's like I stopped the clip and tried to look for the cause of death, if there was some kind of stab wound or their brains had bled out or something, but it was so ambiguous. It just basically the dead body of the dragon surrounding his body. But
he got lit on fire. He got lit on fire, and there was also impact from the fucking dragon falling. So either his bones are all broken, or he's burnt to death, or I've seen this. He might die
with one eye. Feel more comfortable because now his brother has a defect.
Well, who's next in line if the brother dies?
Doesn't matter if he's not dead.
No, but if he does die, who's the king?
I don't know. What is the who?
It's Aemon would be the king. He would be the king.
Even though their entire strategy's been fighting against him.
All right, the main king Aegon, if his son was alive, which his son is dead, the son would have been the king. But the little son's dead. Remember, he got his head cut off. So right now, the king would be Aemon. Because that would be the next kin. That would be the brother. So Aemon with the patch is technically the next in line for the king because there's no heir.
Yeah, that's why I thought that he stabbed him.
Yeah, well, no, he was going to stab him. I think Kristen Cole kind of said, like, fucking stop. He knew what he was going to do.
Well, that's why I got confused. It was like, I wasn't sure if he was too late and it already happened or he prevented.
No, he was like taking his sword out of the shaft. So meaning like he didn't even get to it yet, but that's what he wanted to do.
Mm.
But I also kind of thought like that's a little late. It was a little convenient timing for Kristen Cole to like come up there. I get you there.
I'm still just kind of thrown off by how big his dragon is compared to everyone else's.
Well, because it's like the oldest, biggest dragon. Every so often, there's like this weird big dragon, and that's like the same with Daenerys from Game of Thrones. She had this big ass.
How did he get it?
They show it in the first season. It was somebody else's dragon, and then he bonds with the dragon, and the dragon has to kind of choose you, and that dragon was it didn't want to be with Viserys, the other king, because it was his father's. It was the father's.
So at that point, he should have just been king.
I don't know if that really works like that. It's like it's.
I don't know. You
evil
would think
succession.
like the most powerful force in the realm would be king, despite how it
not
got
really,
there.
because he could be a fucking like military leader. You know, you can have your own source, but now you have the fucking. I mean, the dragons are definitely supposed to be like your military weapons. They're kind of representing that. So. He's just sort of like a military leader, which is often, like brothers of kings were often military leaders and commanders because they would have this high up position. You know, like that is accurate. Like they weren't the heir, but they would still have like high up positions and all that stuff. And then potentially could be the heir once your brother dies or something happens or someone gets, or you assassinate them. That goes back to that too. All like the assassinations that would happen. You know, exactly what we saw in this. This was essentially an assassination attempt. You know, that's what it was. And now because he knew like I'm the next fucking in line because there's no other fucking heir. I could kill this motherfucker right now, and he's an idiot. You know, I might as well. That's kind of what we're dealing with. I guess we all have to wonder how long Aegon stays alive. I have a feeling in the next episode he dies by like whatever wounds he occurred from this. He dies from the wounds, be it burning or like broken bones. Like I have a feeling he's just gonna die and like, you know, like he'll be on his deathbed for like a couple days and then die. That's what I would assume.
Well, that would lead to a lot more chaos.
Yes, especially if Aemon was the king. I agree with that. That would be very interesting. Although I don't know, I guess he's kind of like a fucking next level Joffrey. I don't know because he's actually like, I think he can like hold his own too. So he's not really like a little bitch, and he is a psychopath. So it's like both. It's like a psychopath that can kind of like back it up, which that seems to be Aemon's character. Pretty cool character. I'll give it that. I do like him for that. He does seem like a big piece of shit. Slick back hair, you know, chicken pasta from Ciccolini's, white suit on New Year's, that kind of shit.
It fucking sucks. We can't use any clips from him anymore.
No, we just have to say that. We just have to quote it. That's all we can do at this point.
We can't use any Tim. What is his name?
Tim Robinson, yeah. Doesn't look like it, man. It sucks. I mean, I'm sure all these clips, all I have are going to eventually get like banned. So that's why I'm trying to use them. And before I go, let me play some clips. Let me play some clips.
Can you ham bone?
What's that?
Still play. I can still play Busey stuff because I don't think anyone's coming after me for that. No one remembers that show. Like the face of Earth.
I don't really care about any of it. It's like
I don't really care about any of it either.
It's like a small channel. Like it's no threat to anything. I know. It matters.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. It's fucking stupid.
Have you ever known true love with a woman or a girl that was very romantic?
No, not true love, no.
You don't know how to have that. You don't know how to make that happen, do you?
What?
Finding a way to promote romance to a young woman and plant your weasel and let it squirt.
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
Bullshit artist. 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 You, sir, are a horseshit artist. I call bullshit on that. Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
I'm this happy.
I'm glad I can do the Greasy Strangler clips. I guess no one's coming after for that.
It's like such a weird group of clips where if you haven't like watched our shit for the last year or so, it would make no sense at all how they connected.
They don't connect at all. Yeah, that one's so wild.
I feel like they connect.
I guess they connect. They connect in my mind.
Like in certain order of stuff, there's a lineage.
And you know what? This Aemon with the patch, he kind of looks like Kind of looks a little bit like a Muppet.
Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet. And people say it so much, sometimes I start to believe it. And so I even asked Vince, I'm like, do I look like a Muppet? Oh my God.
It's fucking ridiculous to think that's unlike daytime television.
You get so emotional about like looking
Like
like a
my
Muppet.
mom, my sister, like critically watching that.
Yeah, like to get so
I
emotional
hope they're
about
laughing
looking like a
at it.
Muppet. Oh, I'd be laughing at that. I'd be laughing at that.
No,
But overall,
it might just feel too bad for her that it's not funny.
I guess so. They emotionally charged. Overall, Gladiator 2 looks, I think, better than a lot of people are talking about. But also, like,
I
that
want to
song,
see it.
the song sucks. I agree with
At first
everyone
I
on
wanted
that.
to fail, but now I want to see how bad it is.
I don't know. It looks very okay to me. I'm not like, I don't get why it's getting so hated. It looks okay. I'd give it a
haven't really
chance.
seen it get hated.
No, apparently, like, I mean, I looked this up before we did this. It's getting like a lot of people are like quote unquote review bombing it, which is a new term in our day and age. It's just terrible.
Yeah, Amy
But-
Schumer said the same thing.
Right. So I don't know if that's true, but I mean, if it is, I don't think it looks that bad, but it doesn't look that good
Well,
either.
When something first comes out, it's obviously available for that to happen. You know,
I also think we live in a
You only
day and
get
age
review
where
by when you have a release. So
I think we live in a day and age where everyone's like quick to hate everything anyway. So it's like there is that too, you know, like
well, it's not even that. It's like people could have these opinions. They just didn't have the platform to regurgitate all over everyone.
that too. Exactly. And I did like how Red Letter Media made fun of all the people talking shit on the Star Wars Acolyte, which was funny because it was all like the YouTube people I watch, like Nerdrotic and Ryan Kinnell. They put out their clips and made fun of them. It was pretty good. I agree. Like it's just it's easy. It's easy shit to talk about. Fucking Star Wars. Of course it's bad. Of course it's bad. Like what do you expect? It's been bad. That's why I haven't talked about that. I don't want to go into the Acolyte stuff because it's like, of course it's gonna be bad.
I don't even want to hear that.
Yeah, no, it's done. Some things are just done, and there's no point complaining about it because it's done. You know, like why are you complaining about it? You know, like I know we're not, but other people are. It's kind of like beating a dead horse, you know. Further, I mean Disney is too, but it's also like you're joining in on that dead horse, you know.
Yeah.
You're-
We need to stop beating dead horses and start fucking them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Got to be like they're fucking this dog. I'm just holding the head, right?
Wow, the timing of that couldn't be better.
Yeah. My dog didn't like that comment.
I thought you played a sample for a second.
They did not like that. They didn't like it. Well,
I mean,
all right,
it's
man.
not a friendly catchphrase.
That's good. I think that's my time to go.
Yeah.
I gotta take these dogs out.
Okay.
All right, love it. We'll see you, man. See you guys. Wizard_Shack. We'll be over there. We'll be there for you guys. We'll be there.